Hey everybody, welcome into Backseat Drivers. I'm Alex Weaver here in Studio 3 with Jonathan and Jesse. It's hard to believe that I'm saying this, but Kevin Harvick and SHR get their first win in 2019.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You know, if we had come put two tires on right there, we're going to start 7th and not win. So we'll either win or we'll fall back to 7th again.
I mean, great call by Rodney, but man, I didn't think it was going to work. I don't think Kevin thought it was going to either.
No.
It was about time, though. That's all I'm saying.
I think that camp was getting a little frustrated. I've talked to you about this before.
Oh, they've been flat pissed off for weeks
Yep.
and weeks and weeks.
Yep. Well, we saw another exciting finish. 2019 has been the year of races and the year of finishes here in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Denny Hamlin, the strategy in moving him and not wrecking him, I thought that it was going to be a bump and dump. I think that's what he would have had to have done to beat Harvick.
Yeah, well, the main thing is Harvick played that last restart out perfectly.
Your exact words were he was a genius.
It was a genius move. He went to the bottom, so if Denny was going to get around him by using contact, he was going to have to right rear him. He was going to have to put Kevin into the wall. Kevin went low.
We have seen Denny Hamlin do that before.
Yeah, but, I don't think Denny wants any of the repercussions of that. He wanted the win. I think he regretted not roughing Kevin up a little bit more after that race. But Kevin was, Rodney made a genius call. Kevin made a genius call going to the bottom to where he wasn't going to let Hamlin get a clean shot on his back bumper, so it worked out.
Well, I liked it, too, that Harvick said that he didn't necessarily agree with Rodney in that call, and he thought that it was the dumb move, and then obviously it paid off. He gets the win.
Well, it just kind of goes to show what we were saying before. This team, this camp is kind of uneasy about where they're sitting right now, and they're not super confident about anything that they're doing. But I do agree with you. I think that was a genius move, if you want to call it that. I will say, though, we saw that right quarter panel in victory lane. It was roughed up. That move that Hamlin made on Harvick on turn 4, he gave him enough of a nudge there to say that he tried. He gave him an opportunity to make a move to possibly get around him. But I agree. I think he definitely would have had to dump him and risk potentially dumping them both if he had hit him any harder to go for that win.
So if you're in that 11 car, are you bumping a little harder, or do you think it was fair play and that was just good racing?
I think it was fair play, good racing, but I will agree with whoever it was that said that. I do think he might have regretted that on the tail end of it.
Turns 1 and 2, I would have hit Harvick harder, shot him up the racetrack more, got under him, and then, prayed he couldn't get back to my bumper in 3 and 4. I think that was Denny's best shot because Harvick did go low. I will say, in terms of momentum, I think this is a bigger shot in the arm for Rodney as a crew chief. Yeah. Struggled with this aero package a little bit this year. And, he's made a couple.
Struggle is an understatement.
He's made a couple of bad calls, and I'm sure he's heard about it from Kevin. And if this hadn't gone right, I'm sure he would have heard about it from Kevin as well. But I think it's, Rodney is a great crew chief. I think not that he needed to have this race go his way, but the fact that, they've made a couple calls, 4 tires, no tires, whatever, earlier in the year. I think he kind of needed this to be like, all right, yeah, I've still got it. We're in good shape. We've got to win. We're getting ready to head into the playoffs. So.
So a less veteran driver in the 4 car, Denny makes a move like that. Do they get spun out, or do we think it's just not hard enough bump and dump?
I don't know. Kevin's mastered the bump and run himself,
he
so he knows what to expect.
He talked about braking and everything else.
He knows what to expect, and he's been at this for a long time, so. It just depends.
Calling him old.
I am calling him old. He knows he's old, but he's with that comes wisdom. He knew what to expect, and he played it perfect.
Yeah, I 100% believe that if there had been a less experienced driver in that 4 car, that we would have seen Denny Hamlin in victory lane. I go back to the damage on the quarter panel. He hit him hard. He gave him a decent bump there, enough to feel like he was racing him hard and be able to walk away from that without too much regret. But I firmly believe that Harvick made a great save there.